Hi, my name is Stevie Miller, and I'm the Director of Student Services in the College of Arts and Sciences at Ohio University. I'm here today to talk to you about placements, placement exams, and next steps, thinking about Bobcat Student Orientation and beyond. So for placements, we've have a math placement exam, or excuse me, math placement, which is determined by your ACT or SAT scores. Now we recognize that the ACT or the SAT exam is not always the best judge of how well students can do on exams, specifically math. So we do offer an optional math placement exam that can be taken through an online ALEKS assessment tool. So this is an optional thing that students can do if they are unhappy with where they placed based on ACT or SAT scores. We do strongly recommend that students take the math placement exam if they have a developmental math placement. So to kind of give you an idea, here are the placements. You'll see here on the far left, these are our placement levels: developmental, placement 1, placement 2, and placement 3. The minimum ACT, or excuse me, the ACT range. So for developmental, it's 0 to 19, placement 1, 20 to 23, and so on. And then your far right column is SAT scores for the math portion. So again, if you are unhappy with where you have fallen with placements, you are more than welcome to take a placement exam. And again, we do strongly encourage students with a developmental math placement to take a math placement exam. The math placement exam can be taken online in the comfort of your own home, and I would recommend doing it prior to Bobcat Student Orientation, which we will talk about here in just a moment. In addition to the math placement, we also make recommendations on appropriate math courses based on students' majors. So for example, if you're an English major but you have a math placement too, you can certainly take a math placement 2 course. What that would be like pre-calculus or survey of calculus, or statistics. Are typically most common placement 2 math courses. But because you're an English major, your major does not require a specific math course. So you may want something a little different, which we've got a consumer mathematics course, we have a quantitative reasoning course. So again, we recommend not only that students think about placements, but also what is your major and finding an appropriate math course based on major as well. And we work with students at Bobcat Student Orientation and beyond to help them get the appropriate math placement and make recommendations based on their interests. We have a chemistry placement exam. It is also completed online through the ALEKS assessment tool. Students who are majoring in the natural sciences, so biology, chemistry, environmental plant biology, geology, geography. These are departments in which we would recommend a chemistry placement exam. We do require it specifically for biology and chemistry, and we do recommend taking it prior to Bobcat Student Orientation. Students will receive emails through their Ohio University email accounts about signing up for placements. So just kind of be looking at that and activating your Ohio University email if you've not already done so. For the foreign language placement, this one is completed during Bobcat Student Orientation. There will be a couple different times per Bobcat Student Orientation session where students will be able to complete the foreign language placement exam. Placements are available for all languages offered by Ohio University, but those readily available will be those in modern languages, so Spanish, French, German, or Russian. But we do offer language placements for all of our languages offered at Ohio University. We do recommend that students plan to take the foreign language placement at Ohio University, even if you don't plan to continue with the language that you've already taken. And the reason for that is because it's only to students' benefits to take the placement exam, because students are more likely to test out of a foreign language requirement, meaning that they would no longer have that requirement, or they're more likely to test into a higher level, a more appropriate level. So that is why we encourage students to take the placement exam. And again, it's only to your benefit to take the placement exam. It is never something that would be harmful to a student. For transfer credits, for your college credit plus classes or post-secondary, please have your transcript sent directly to undergraduate admissions from the institution where you are taking your classes. Your high school guidance counselors cannot send your college transcripts for your college credit plus courses, even if you are taking the courses in your high schools. So you might be taking them in your high schools, but they are still through a college or a university. So that is where you will have to have your transcript sent. And we do ask that they are sent directly to undergraduate admissions. And we recommend that students do this prior to attending Bobcat Student Orientation. AP scores of a 3 or higher are accepted. So if you have already had AP exams in your sophomore or junior years, we could have already received those AP scores. Those scores should be sent directly from the College Board to undergraduate admissions. For those of you who are taking AP classes this semester, or this year, and either have already taken or planning to take the AP exam for your senior year, Ohio University will receive those scores in July. But we also recognize that students are always very good judges of how well they'll do on placement exams. And so we take that into consideration when planning classes at Bobcat Student Orientation, because we never want to put a student or encourage student to take a class that they already have received credit for. Your developmental courses do not transfer to Ohio University. This wouldn't be as applicable for students taking College Credit Plus, but just know any developmental courses, writing, potentially, or math, those courses would not transfer to Ohio University. And additionally, your GPA does not transfer to Ohio University. This is typically either a really good thing or a really bad thing for students. So just keep in mind that you will start out with a 0 GPA when you start at Ohio University. And D grades are only accepted from Ohio public institutions. So if you've earned a D and you are either attending College Credit Plus or other post-secondary classes outside of the state of Ohio or at a private institution, those classes would not be transferable. So thinking about what's next, we have Bobcat Student Orientation. It is the entire month of June 2nd through the 30th. You'll receive emails to your Ohio University email, as well as mail sent through the U.S. Postal Service. You'll sign up to attend orientation for the day-and-a-half program. Again, we recommend taking placements prior to attending orientation, and we do recommend bringing technology. We do have limited technology, but we also don't want it to be a barrier. So if you do not already have technology or don't have access to borrowing technology, do not worry, we will have technology for you. But if you do have it, bring it. And as I mentioned, orientation is a day-and-a-half program. So day one, you'll kind of be learning about what it means to be a Bobcat. You'll learn about learning communities. You'll learn about your graduation requirements, again, more in detail. And then day two, you'll register for your fall semester courses. You'll get to meet with current students and faculty, and you'll also get to view residence halls while you are on campus for orientation. I specifically work in our undecided rooms in the College of Arts and Sciences. So if you are an undecided student in the College of Arts and Sciences, you will see me at Bobcat Student Orientation in June, which I look forward to meeting you there. For learning communities, you may or may not have already heard about the learning communities at Ohio University, but I wanted to give a little bit more detail as to what that entails. So the learning communities help new students get connected and supporting them during their transition to Ohio University. Students enroll in a series of classes together that starts with a learning community seminar class. And then it will also entail enrolling in other general education or major specific courses, depending on the learning community. The learning community seminar class for undecided students. It goes over a lot of major and career exploration. It will go over some study skills. You'll go over, again, more in detail the requirements and things. And it's a very good like introduction to college class. What does it mean to be an Ohio University student, and what are things that are available to you, tutoring services, student organizations, that sort of thing. And then for those in declared majors and declared learning communities, major learning communities, excuse me, they'll go in depth with things that you could experience in the major, as well as getting to know faculty and advisors that you'll have as a student in that major. So it is a very good class for students, not only to help them transition, but also to get connected to their majors and to Ohio University. Many students will make friends both inside and outside of the classroom, just because there is an upper level learning community leader that will plan all kinds of activities. My learning community last year, they not only did like study sessions together, like studying for their biology classes and whatnot, but they also planned ice skating, they planned a bowling night, they planned movie nights. And so it's a really cool opportunity for students to make friends, again, both in and outside of the classroom, and get connected to the Athens community. Again, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me. My contact information is on the screen. My email is there, as well as my direct telephone number. I look forward to hearing your questions, and if you've already decided to come to Ohio University, I look forward to meeting you at Bobcat Student Orientation. Thank you.